ass home.
Yeah,
Welcome back to the Down to Get Down podcast with your boy Romel.
and your boy.
We are back, and we are. If y'all see, it's a little different. You know, seeing us on different screens. We switched it up again for you guys on this for part 2 of this episode.
Right. Next time it should be fixed a little bit.
Let us know
back on our regular thing in a little
on
while.
the regular schedules programming. Let us know how y'all feel about the new look too on certain things. See, like if y'all mess with the different formats on that, trying a little different things out. We're actually trying to get a studio down here, so you guys might see us in different areas popping up just to get a change of scenery going back and forth.
Because we're putting some miles on this boy.
Oh yeah, we putting some miles. Your boy be driving down there to get y'all some content. Your boy's tires are tired.
They be saying, God, please.
God, please. Every time y'all see me in the studio, this y'all catching a different version of Romel. This is Romel in relaxed environment. I'm in my house.
He's not tired for once.
I'm not tired. Yeah. And usually y'all catch me when I'm straight off the road. And then by the time of this episode, I'm running on fumes.
Yeah. So you getting him full depth Romel right now.
Full depth Romel. So yeah. Well, man, go ahead, kick it off with a little things I've been seeing in the internet recently, regarding fashion, and I've been, and it's been real interesting seeing what's going on with Fashion Week, and I don't know if you've seen it, but have you seen Doja Cat's outfit?
The red one.
And right? Yes.
Yeah, people said she looked like Red Skull.
Yes.
And if you don't know who Red Skull is, it's a Marvel villain.
We'll pop it up.
Yeah, we'll put it up there.
We'll pop up both of them, see them side by side. But yeah, Doja Cat's outfit and then Kylie Jenner's outfit, which I'm about to send to you right now so you can get your live reaction.
Okay. My girl Doja Cat, she tries to make it so very hard for me to continue to find her attractive. And I don't know why she does it so much.
I heard she was doing it on purpose. I heard she's been doing it.
I'm pretty sure she is doing it on purpose. Like a lot of things she does is very intentional. She dressed up like a fucking cow. So like, yeah, it's an intentional thing, but golly, I don't know what that was that I saw, but I thought it was something complete. I thought it was something for a movie at first.
Oh yeah, bro. Like when I saw it, I was like, "Who the fuck is it?" And then they say it was dog. I was like, "Of course."
Yeah, of course. It was like I'm not surprised.
I'm like, it feels like it's on some. They say that she's trying to. I couldn't even finish my fucking thought. Yes. If y'all want to know what he's reacting to, I think she just turned. Is Kylie Jenner's outfit. I think her arm is underneath the lion's head.
Bro, what?
Well, she's holding the purse in the picture, so her arm must be on the other side.
Hey, I know Peter got to be mad at this.
Supposedly, it's fake.
The whole thing is fake?
Yeah, they said it's not a real head.
I mean, sure, but
it's alarming.
I mean, like her dress looks nice. I guess it's like a normal dress. It's like a normal black dress, and then like if you look at it down to up, it's like okay, you got a normal, tight-esque dress, and then you're just like, what the fuck is this?
It's alarming.
We're gonna pop it up on the screen when we post.
No, did you ever see the TikTok that had both of them like walking past each other?
Nah.
Oh god, that's gonna make it even funnier. Because then it's like a battle of the outfits. Like which one
is more ridiculous?
Yes. It's like and the crazy part was I was leaning towards Kylie Jenner's being less ridiculous, but that's a giant head.
Yes. And it reminds me of Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins.
It does. Kylie Jenner, Doja Cat. You about to see this foolishness.
This is just the evolution of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. She put a lion, she made it her wardrobe.
As they walk past each other.
Gosh, that just seems like it's very hot on one side of your body.
It's a lot. It's a lot the whole time. It's like,
and then you gotta. Well, I don't know how heavy that is. But...
I'm sorry for the pauses. I'm still in shock from looking at the outfits.
Hold on, let me see this.
Like, y'all, it's been to that point where, like, obviously you see a lot of stuff at Fashion Week or like when they're doing the runway model stuff. And when you see them walking out, I was like, all right, cool. These is specifically, you will not see this in a day-to-day. But like to certain, I just don't get it. I just, you see how she looked at, and they looked at each other. They looked at each other. They looked at each other. It was kind of like what they said. They were like, "Good seeing you. Good seeing you." Like they were beefing with each other. Like kind of like, "Bitch, you came in here with this outfit. I came here with my outfit." And I'm like,
I'm gonna show you exactly what it's like. It's like that Zoolander clip of when they're both walking past when he
looks at him.
This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. It is crazy because they consider this fashion. And
bro,
like
they kept talking about how beautiful it was.
I don't know why.
I don't know who the us is, Derek.
Look,
I don't know who the us is because I just feel like rich people just get to a point of weirdness and they just like, nah, we're different. No.
You're weird.
No, you're weird.
Okay, I just sent it to you. Exactly what it was like. Don't read the caption. Just look at the clip. That's exactly what it was like for them.
Let me see. Oh, yep, that's basically what it was. They saw each other. Hit him with the.
Oh my gosh, they're so stupid.
Bro, it's fashion. It's like it's the same thing with the Kanye situation. It's like when he brings out his different Yeezys or the outfits where they look homeless, I'm just like, you just throw a label on it. You can throw the designer behind it. Doesn't matter what it looks like.
Well, that's the joke with Supreme. You know, when Supreme was
just
selling
slap
bricks,
the sticker on it.
Yeah, you know, Supreme was selling bricks at one point.
They were selling bricks.
Supreme bricks, yeah.
I'm dead.
They slapped the Supreme on there and it was a brick. And they sold Supreme bricks.
Hurt my head with that one.
Niggas will people will. I don't know, bro. Sometimes you lose faith in society and humans as a whole.
Who said I had faith? I just like the question at this point.
The only thing that provides me with faith in humanity is Oda.
You in One Piece. The show that never ends.
Hey, it's going as long as I'm going.
Hey, that's the outfits that will fucking be on there. Now like the outfits that they were wearing, I would see that shit on anime.
But the thing is, those look cool because it's an anime. They don't look good for normal people.
You know what? They're just stand users. Is all it was. I saw a TikTok that was like, it was like, what celebrities you think would have stands? Doja Cat for sure. She is the
absolutely.
stand.
What she was wearing, that would be her stand.
That would be
like that would be her stand for sure. This thing for Kylie, like I feel like the mouth of the lion would open up and a beam would shoot out.
She looks like a broken, like she looks like a fucking Power Rangers character. Like from back in the day when they just had fucking.
She does, and that would open up and shoot.
It just sits right there when they just had them outfits back in the day, and they the costumes back in the day. It just looked like the animal was just sitting on them.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, speaking of letdowns, I guess we'll move on to the next topic.
Yes. So Forspoken.
talk about it. Let's get
That's getting a
into it.
lot of heat. Actually, I saw today that it's getting review bombed
Damn.
because people don't want it. So I'll say this, right?
Right.
For all the people that don't like Forspoken, I think the majority of you are let's see, what is the nicest way to say that you're mentally inept? Um,
And then just to give
you're
a little
stupid.
back, give a little there. To give a little back on that for the people who are like, what the hell is Forspoken?
It's a video game.
It's a video game
Yeah,
just dropped.
it's an open world video. It's a third person open world video game. It's an RPG MMO type thing.
Yeah.
So um a lot of people just aren't messing with it. One, so it started with the demo
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people that are trash couldn't understand how to play the game
Then
because
it,
you have to
yeah,
use a lot of controls in order to play. You basically have to use primarily the entire controller, stuff that people aren't really good used to,
like
right?
you're like, what? Not with one button?
Right. So, you have a lot of these people that suck at playing games trying to figure out how to play this game right here. The only thing I can say is like the graphics aren't that great, but it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, to me, I would describe it as PS4 graphics.
It looked like one of those like it looked like it had the graphics of like a Until Dawn, like a scary like point and click, like kind of like it looked like it had the
Yeah, a
graphics
little
of
bit.
that where their mouths don't they look clean, but when they're moving, it still looks off compared to like something
Well,
like
so when she was talking and stuff, it was okay. I will say the voice acting is not the best
mm-hmm.
because it's one of those ones where it's like the voice acting is just kind of, and also they repeat certain phrases a lot.
Yeah.
Um, and it just kind of seems like they kind of got like a random person off the street to like just read something sometimes. And then some stuff like the apple that they had in one of the scenes, bro. The apple was like this big
The fuck?
in her hand, So they didn't get certain parts correct, which is why I say it kind of reminds me of like a game that would be on the PS4.
Yeah.
Like one of the early games to be on the PS4. It just looks updated graphics wise.
I was hearing that it was having a lot of the demo was having a lot of frame rate drops.
That's only if you're look. They said the same thing about what's it called? Cyberpunk. I've
Yeah.
never had a problem with Cyberpunk other than a few times. I think the majority of it just depends on your system, if you clean it and things like that. I never had a problem with playing the demo. I
Mm-hmm.
played the demo. I didn't have any frame rate drops or anything like that. I had a fun time. The game in itself is actually very fun.
Yeah.
But if you only listen to people online, then it will deter you. And that's what a lot of people ended up kind of going with. They just kind of listened to people online instead of playing it for themselves because the demo was free.
Yeah.
People could have just played the demo, but they didn't want to do that.
So you feeling like
I
so
will
it's more of the
say,
reviews trying to kill a game off versus people actually getting their hands on it.
yeah, pretty much. Because I mean, review bombing is just a whole bunch of people that haven't bought the game just automatically downloading it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I will say though, I don't think it is worth necessarily the price because of the problems. So because it to me it looks like it doesn't play like, but it looks like a PS4 game, but it's a
Mm.
PS4 game with PS5 like you
Mechanics.
know like price basically
Ah.
because it's 69. So
Oh, it's 69. I thought it was just 59.
all all the all the PS5 games are going to be $70.
Oh, goddamn. All right.
Yeah. So I mean, and I feel like the reason that it's kind of running into that problem too is because you can buy like the deluxe or whatever, and it gives you the PS5 and the PS4 version
Mm-hmm.
of it. And I feel like sometimes when they do stuff like that, they have to downgrade some of it to be on the PS4, and they don't always upgrade the PS5 like look. But
Yeah.
the game itself looks pretty good. I mean, I like it. I might end up getting it. I'm not sure yet. Um, but I enjoyed it, and I think a lot of people would enjoy it if you don't really pay attention to like that certain stuff that you
Yeah.
know. The
I was
story in
more
itself
worried
is
about
pretty okay.
hearing. I was worried that it was gonna be some flack on the main character. Yeah, with I was like, oh man, I said, oh okay, main character being a
Oh, with
black chick. Yeah,
Frey.
yeah,
Yeah.
Frey, her main character. I thought folks were finna be on some shit like that, like saying that she's just a shitty character, and like how they were shitting on what's the girl name? Girl from Horizon, saying she was boring.
Oh, Aloy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, if she is boring, then she is boring. Like but I was like, damn, the game ain't even came out yet. Niggas already shit on it. I said,
Well,
damn.
with the chick from Horizon, right? She's not, to me, she's not really boring. She's just kind of like there. And I feel
Mhm.
like the majority of it is not really too much about her. It's more about the world. And I feel like that's where people kind of get that, disconnect from.
Yeah.
Faye, I mean, Faye's not really that great of a character, in my opinion,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
she's okay. Like it's not like she's not gonna go down in my top 20 of characters that I would like. And she's just kind of there for me. So I mean, she's basically gets put into like an isekai situation. And for those of you that don't know what that means, it's basically like a person from like the normal world gets sucked into a different like world, basically.
Yeah.
So she basically like goes to a portal and then she gets put into like this magical world. She has a gauntlet thing that talks to her, and only her. She can like she can't. Nobody else can hear it.
Yeah. And then
Um.
you get like multiple different like kind of like move sets and powers and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's all magic stuff. Like it's a lot of like cool
Mm.
magic moves and things like that. My favorite ones are the fire one because you can turn into like a fire sword and spear and all that stuff. So
It
a lot
looks
of
like a
stuff
good
is
like it was
cool.
looking like a good game from the get-go. Like I saw the trailer and then I seen it like it looked interesting. From one, that's like some that's a big selling point. Is like the story's gonna be about anything. And then after that, it was like, okay, gameplay. And then I was looking at the gameplay and I was like, oh, she moves smooth as hell.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, the game itself is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I think people should give it a try. I will, however, say that they should probably down the price, but
Yeah. So you think you
I probably
recommend like people waiting a little bit for the price to go down?
it probably won't. It probably will not change for a few years. It's one
Yeah.
of those kind of things. So, I mean, I think that if you want to try it, the demo is still available.
Hmm.
Get the demo. If you're not rocking with it, don't get it. If you like the demo, get the game. That's why I enjoy when games put out free demos for things because it really lets you, allows you to get the feel for how the
I
game
used to do
plays.
that all the time on the 360.
Oh yeah, all the
I
time,
used to free demos all the time.
all the time. And I would have free demos, and I'd be thinking I was playing the full game.
Bro, they need to do it where you can play online again while being on a demo because I used to do that on
That
Skate
depends
3.
on some games. Like certain games do that. Like Monster Hunter,
Hmm.
the demo for Monster Hunter, you could play online.
Yeah,
It just it depends on the games for it. So,
for
but I
sure,
think
for
I
sure.
think people should definitely give it a try.
Well, I'll
They'll
for sure
probably
go
like
ahead
it.
and download that demo because I forgot I didn't even realize it was out.
Hmm. The demo came out a few months ago. Anything that I get, you get. So,
Yeah,
um, I got the demo. You can download it. If you decide that you want to get it, we can just go in on it.
that's facts, especially with it being that price.
Mm. So,
Hmm.
I mean, it, and I'm not gonna tell people how we do what we do because nobody else, can figure that shit out. But
You can't get it on the can't get it on the
yeah, we
secrets.
gatekeeping.
But if you
Um,
know, you know.
right.
If you know, you know.
But yeah, I mean, if you decide that you want it, then we'll go in on it and
Yeah,
we'll do it that way.
because
Um,
we already did that with next topic. Ah, because I'm excited about this one.
you excited? So actually, before we get to that, I gotta, you know,
And
because I
look,
think
all
that's
right,
going to be a longer topic.
all right,
Um, you're talking about being excited about something. I'm excited
okay,
about Invincible.
okay. Talk about it.
Invincible
Talk about
season
it.
2. They put out a small little teaser, and god damn it, I watched it. I don't know how many times. They ain't even talking about nothing.
Hey, talk about nothing.
They just like, yeah, he's gonna be later this year. I'm excited for it, my boy, because I'm actually so after they released that, people started posting a whole bunch of like the comic book scenes for
Mhm.
some reason. So my whole TikTok's been flooded with that stuff. I've read the comic for Invincible, so I know all of it.
I know you told me some parts in there, and I'm like, bro, if they animate some of the shit that's in these comic books.
And
It,
the thing too. Oh, with old girl,
but
I
shit,
feel like they're gonna put that in there, but I feel like they're probably going to do it in a way where they cut parts of it. You know,
they might not know it's Invincible because
true,
the whole scene with him and his daddy,
true.
they
They,
didn't cut
they
none of that shit out.
uh, and the other thing too is like there are going to be some things in there that I don't know if they can do through the licensing, but they might be able to because he's met Spider-Man before. So yeah,
I bet.
when he got put into it was different realities and portals and stuff
Mm-hmm.
all throughout like comic books and things. He and one of those things he met Spider-Man and he talked to Spider-Man and all that stuff. And then like towards the end of it, he left. So they might do something like that. They might not. There's like a whole
He's
thing
like,
where
"Can I stay? Can I stay here?"
there's like a whole thing where it's marks from like the multiverse of like marks basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like him and all these different variations, and it's like the whole war, like a mark war or whatever. I'm excited for that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Um, they're fighting the sun. I think that'd be cool as hell to watch.
They're
So
they're kind of moving like what's the name of that show? Attack on Titan. It's kind of like where it's like the first season came out, then it took forever for the next seasons to come out. You like, God damn.
yeah, but they said they were working on trying to do season 2 and 3. So I mean, I think if they do something like that, it would probably be a little bit better. Uh, and they're trying to stay as close to the source material as possible.
I think it's one of those shows. It might have the potential to be an Attack on Titan for like America. Like yeah, it's like because America hasn't really been competing animation wise.
Yeah,
Like
which
this is
because the
this
animation of this, I people thought the animation of the first season wasn't that great for some reason. I
it was
don't.
good.
I'm just saying some people just didn't think it was that great. Uh, to me, the animation of the trailer looked like a downgrade. I don't know how it looked to you. I mean, it still looked good. It just looked like a semi downgrade. But
Are you talking about when they were sitting there?
yeah,
Yeah, it did. But then I was like, maybe it
and,
might be
and
one of those
niggas
things.
said the animation looked better.
They just needed something. They forgot what the first season looked like. They haven't seen it
Probably,
in
I
so
don't even
long.
know. But no, I mean, I think when they finalize it and everything, I think it will go down as one of the best animated like series for America or whatever.
It deserves awards. Like even
Most definitely, like even
after that
the
first season,
voice acting alone.
yeah, I was like, Jesus, they are feeling this.
Yeah, no. And then damn, what was it? I was about to say something else. Fuck. Oh, the other thing that I think is it also deserves an award. It's super early in though. Is
Mm.
The Walking Dead? I'm not The Walking Dead. The Last
I
of
know.
Us.
I did the Walking Dead. I was like, it's already been.
I meant
It's
to.
already
I
been.
meant to say The Last of Us. My bad.
The Last of Us.
Yes, it's so
Fill
you
us in
haven't
on
seen
it.
it yet, right?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
So they changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they took out like that whole first scene with that the whole part with um Joel and Tess and Ellie,
Mm-hmm.
where they're going trying to meet up with what's her name, the chick, the black chick, and they fight against like all the officers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that part. Yeah,
Yeah, they took all that out. Um, they took out a lot of different parts of it.
it's been so long since I played that game back when it was a PS3, and I played all the way through, and I never picked it up after that.
Well, so when we started, when we were gonna start it, I showed her like all of the whole thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
so because she wanted to see it, and so I was like, well, if you want to see it, then you got to understand it. So I showed her like all of it, and we watched all of it. Shout out to the Rad Brad, my favorite YouTuber in the world. Uh,
Shout
uh,
out to Rad Brad. Big
but
dog.
we watched his game because also he's played it on every system. So he played it, when it first came out, and then it was on PS4, and then he played it again when they updated it on PS5.
Mhm.
So she got to see it at its best, basically.
At its best.
So they took out a few different parts, which the parts that they took out, it was okay. I think that they're kind of focusing more on the infection part of it, trying to give more lore to the infection stuff that wasn't really touched on in the game, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, so that's kind of where they're going right now. I do feel bad for the little actress though. A
Oh yeah,
lot
they've
of
been talking bad about
they've
her,
been
and that's
talking absolute garbage about this child. I mean, I get part of it. She does look weird, but you know,
this man said she does look weird. Not
what
Addie, not helping.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like she does look weird, but she looks weird to people because they're looking at it as this is my ideal person to play Ellie, and she doesn't look anything like Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
And her face is weird, sure, but she's a child, so like you should probably lay off because like people were talking about like Chimera with Down syndrome and all this other stuff, and I'm
Yeah, they
like,
were like
that's
some people going
really
to the point
messed up.
where they couldn't even watch it. They're like, I can't even watch it because of her face, and I'm like, it's not that deep.
Like and to be fair, I do get that because some shows, it is like that. But honestly, like for me, I just don't care. And like her, like it was off-putting at first, and then I was like, whatever. I'm just trying to
Mm.
enjoy the show. So
It was off putting when I first saw Joel because I was like, I didn't think Joel was gonna be the dude that was playing him.
and
But then I got used to it. I was like, okay, whatever.
well, yeah, because the thing too is like they changed a few things with like race and stuff like that. Because like he's
Yeah.
Hispanic, so Tommy is also Hispanic. His daughter in the beginning was black,
Mm.
so it, and I was like, people shouldn't have a problem with that because I mean she's gonna die in the very first episode, so like
You're
like
like, ah,
so I wasn't expecting people to be too angry at they race swapped his daughter, because I was
how
like, well,
dare
she's
he
gonna
pick up this
die.
little white house, and then they're like, how dare she died, and then this little white girl coming to his life.
So but it did get me in the beginning, but he is a phenomenal actor though, to me.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been hearing that he's been killing it.
Oh yeah, because he's also the Mandalorian, so
Yeah,
he plays in that, which I'm
so we
excited for
expect
that to
nothing
come
less of
back.
him.
Right, I'm expecting that to. I'm ready for that to come back too. So, um, he's doing his thing.
I support it. I gotta check it out. Gotta get HBO Max again. Just acquired Hulu not too long ago. Now I gotta acquire the rest of the what's the rings. Gotta get the Power Stones.
Disney Plus, HBO Max, Hulu, YouTube, and
Netflix.
Amazon. Oh, well, yeah, okay. I guess you can put Netflix. Oh, well, it's
What is it? Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime,
yeah. Oh, well, I
Disney
mean,
Plus.
since technically he has something right here, I guess you can. So it'd be like YouTube, Amazon, HBO Max. Did I say Hulu already?
Yeah.
Uh, other shit. I don't remember.
He's at Hulu, HBO Max, Paramount Plus,
Fuck Paramount.
BET Plus.
Fuck that too. Even though I have been watching some shows from there, their acting
Um,
is so bad.
oh,
That's
BET Plus.
yeah.
Or was it on that or Tubi? Have you seen the shits on Tubi?
I don't know, bro. I see
Bro,
him on TikTok. There are some people that show like full like clips of a movie or something like that. Bro, their
bro,
acting is so bad. But there is one that I got invested in. It was actually really funny. I liked it a lot.
bro. It's this show. If y'all decide to be like to just grace yourselves the greatness of Tubi, it's the most ghetto. It's literally it's the most ghetto shit I've seen, and it's hilarious. because there's no pacing sometimes. Shit don't look right sometimes. People
There
acting
was
be
one.
off.
There is one. I don't know if it was on Tubi or not. She knocked she knocked this guy out at a hospital, and he was laid out. And the
It
next
was a nigga with dreads. Yeah, it was a nigga with a
dreads
regular
and a
haircut.
beard. He had a regular fade and no beard, and he got knocked out. The next clip, he had a dread and a beard.
Who is this nigga? Who is he? That was what was going on through my head, bro. It was at they were like they talked about Tubi basically being porn because I saw it on Twitter. They were like, have y'all seen Tubi sex scenes? Like they're fucking for real, like because they don't have a budget to get any doubles. So it was showing it, and like, bro, when I tell you pelvis to pelvis, like close as hell, and like they literally showing shit. I'm like, this nigga's penetrating her.
I think that's
I was
also
like,
where
this is real.
I think that's also where I saw that one clip of the dude who spent that guy's money. And he was like, "Why did you spend my $900 or something like that?" He's like, "I was buying this," and he's like, "Why you spent that money on that bitch?" He's like, "That's my girlfriend," or something like that. And he was like, "What does that have to do with anything? You need to tell her the truth." And he's like, "I will when I'm a man. I'll do this. You're a man that's gay. You like niggas."
You like niggas.
I was like, "This is progressed so fast."
That shit. Tubi is funny. Go check out any clips if y'all can find some on TikTok or Twitter, and you will understand.
Them shits is crazy, bro.
You understand that it's a funny situation. It's so bad it's good. So bad
But
it's good. Oh shit!
let's
What's the bring out the Hail Mary?
bring out the Hail Mary. We're still good on time, right?
Yeah, we're still
This
good.
this shit might take up the whole rest of their time.
Yeah, we got a good 3:54 right now. We started around what, like 3:10, same around the same time.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so we got about a good 15.
All right.
That's enough
So
time.
we pre-ordered it. We're ready for it.
We're ready.
Oh, by the way, we get it 72 hours early. Hogwarts motherfucking Legacy.
Talk to him. Talk to us nice.
Oh
Talk
shit,
to
look
us
at that.
nice. Well,
But they, oh shit.
talk to me nice.
Bro, you know, and the thing that's crazy, I'm not even a Harry Potter fan like that. I looked at it and I was like, this shit looks nice.
This shit look nice as hell.
Um, it is getting its fair share of hate.
Yes.
And it's to be expected since it comes out in like 3 weeks or so.
Yeah. It's coming out soon.
Yeah, it's February 10th, I think.
Yeah, it's February 10th, I believe.
Yeah, but we get it early, so
Yeah.
I think we get it on like the 7th.
Gucci.
72 hours, right?
It's 2 days. It says 3 days.
Something like that.
Something like that. We'll get it. We're getting it.
We get it early. Goddamn.
All right.
We're not here for math.
It's 7. So it'll be the 7th.
But yeah, no, you know, people are upset with what's her name? What's
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. Calling her transphobic and whatnot and saying don't support the game.
The writer. That was crazy when y'all mentioned that because y'all literally we literally were talking about this on his ride down to the studio. And then you were like, y'all, I was like, JK, I said, what did she actually get locked up for? Y'all said transphobic. I was like, it can't be canceled. I said locked up. She can't be canceled for, I was like, for it can't be that, can it? And I'm thinking like she said some heinous stuff. I'm thinking like she going in on them folks like so you could never be this. I'm thinking she finna like on some shit, boy.
On some real hate shit.
Yeah, on some real hater stuff. I was like, she hating them like that. It's crazy. So I go on Twitter. No, I looked up on the internet, and they showed the tweets that she actually said, and I was like, excuse me. This was
You
all
look at
the
it. you look at it, you're like, but it's facts though.
I was like, maybe I just grew up in a different time. Maybe I was like, I was like, maybe I just grew up in a different time because I was like, this wouldn't offend me.
No,
But I understand I'm not a part of that group, so I'm
we
like,
live in the age of you have to be offended,
yeah,
the offended culture. So like they have to be offended in order to feel validated. So,
like I
it's one
won't.
of those things. Because what did she say again? It was basically like only like biological women can have a child, basically,
It was
is the gist.
yeah, it was a gist of that. Like she basically was saying like only people who can get yeah, same shit. I'm trying to go back to the right tweet that I saw,
Mm.
but it was on those lines. And so people felt like though that those words, I'm thinking that she's actually like talking bad about them. From this, okay, I found them right here. 222222222. Okay, policy. Okay. She had said in her, and this is according to glamour.com, they have the tweets up. She said, people who menstruate, I'm sure there used to be a world for those people. Someone help me out. Wombin, question mark, Wimpund, question mark, or Woomud, question mark. So that's one of the ones that went off. And so she did continue and say that I respect every trans person's right to live any way that feels authentic and comfortable to them. I march with you if you were discriminated against on the basis of being trans. At the same time, my life has been shaped by being female. I do not believe it's hateful to say so. And then she went on to say, if sex isn't real, there's no same-sex attraction. If sex isn't real, the lived reality of women globally is erased. I know and love trans people, but erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many to meaningfully discuss their lives. It isn't hate to speak the truth. So with that, I didn't really hear anything, me personally. I didn't really hear anything other than that of like you trying to be respectful to the community, but you also stating your truth, as in like, this is what I grew up, this is what I did, and you got completely shat on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, look, nothing of what she said is wrong. It's all
Yeah,
just people that want to be offended by what they hear, and yeah, you can't say anything and be like a famous person without risking offending somebody if you're going to
yeah.
speak the truth. So,
I feel like she just need to stand on that because she started. I'm seeing that she still was just trying to stretch her case, but
well, I
that
mean, you're gonna backtrack because of PR. So,
yeah,
you know, um, PR, they're gonna be like, well, a lot of people aren't gonna like you for this. You should probably apologize and word it a little bit better. But
yeah.
it's one of those things where like, no, no, I said what I said.
No,
If you
you
got
got
a
at that you got to stand on it.
if you got a problem with it, you could suck a nut. You know, like
Yeah,
because I mean, nothing she said was incorrect.
and she's not
It's
doing it out of hate. That's why I don't like the whole phobic thing because a phobic means you have a phobia, means you're scared, meaning you have to have a fear of these people,
right. Yeah.
and you
I,
and none of that shows fear.
Right. Because the other thing too is like what a phobia is a fear, an irrational fear or a strong dislike of something.
Yeah,
And stating a fact does not mean that you dislike anyone. It's simply just not lying to a person.
exactly. You're not
It,
gonna do that.
right. Like me telling you this is not me saying, "Hey, I hate you." You know, I'm just like, look, you can do whatever you want with your life, your whatever. I'm just not going to do that too.
Yeah, it's then and I get the whole conversation where you say that like biological sex versus gender is two different things. Okay, cool. But then obviously that's a socially constructed thing versus biological. And if you, it's like it's the I don't know where the concept came in of shitting on somebody else's opinion or having a technically wrong opinion, because if you can't be told that you're wrong, then you shouldn't have the opportunity to tell another person that they're wrong. You basically became the bully in the situation. You felt bullied because you didn't have a voice. Now that you have one, you take advantage of it. And then anything that questions the opposition is the opposition.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing too is
No,
like,
they gotta let that sink in for a second.
fuck, nigga.
Yeah. I gotta let that sink in for a second. I'll just fuck with
They
you.
ain't gonna get it. They are the people that you're talking to. They already checked out when you didn't agree with them. Those
They
are the
said,
kind of
"Oh,
people
it's
they are.
crazy."
It's like, oh, you don't agree with me? Fuck you. But I mean,
Well,
it's also one of those things too, where like a lot of that stuff, like a lot of that stuff is not different, really.
mm-hmm.
Like initially, when people were like listening to people talk about like gender and sex are different, a lot of people like, okay, well, that's fine. But now they're trying to make it to where like it's not different
Mm-hmm.
because you can't say that like somebody who wasn't born a certain way is that
Right.
definitively, because and that's what they try to say, like, and even you have like people like uh what's that nigga's name, the Jenner.
Yeah, Caitlin. Yeah,
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of them. He was like, I'm trans, but I was born a man, and I am a man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a transgender woman, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm still a man.
Mm-hmm.
And people called him a traitor. And you have the two people on two different sides where like it's people that acknowledge the fact that I'm a trans person. That still doesn't take away from anything else. Like, I'm still me. This is just how I want to be perceived by other people.
Yeah.
Women are still women. You still have all of these other great things that women do. I'm not trying to take that away from you, but then you have the other people that want to take that stuff away and be
Mm-hmm.
included in that stuff, which is weird because it doesn't make sense.
You basically can't even have full pride in what you are, because it's like somebody's coming into your territory and trying to take that away.
Right. And
And
the thing that's also weird to me too is the amount of women that also support like that.
it's the mindset of not stepping on anybody's toes. It's a passive aggressive situation, because like it's not surprising that a lot of them support that, because
No, I mean like you support like, and it's also like women have a thing apparently within psychology to where like the majority of them have something called like agreeableness or whatever.
Mhm.
So they're more willing to agree to something and uphold it than to combat it, because men are less agreeable, which is why we, do certain stuff like, get higher paying jobs and things of that nature, or get
Mhm.
raises because we're less agreeable. We'll ask for
Mhm.
that sort of thing. Um, and women won't do that, which is why they don't always get to higher positions. When a woman becomes unagreeable, like how men are, that's when they get into those higher positions.
Mhm.
Some psychology thing or whatever. So it's just one of those things where like, well, okay, if you're just like, well, if you don't accept me as a woman, you obviously hate me. And then they're like, well, no, I don't hate you. It's like, well, then you must also say that I am a woman just like you, even though I have a dick and balls.
And that makes it 10 times harder when you have a dude who's like, you know what? I don't like being a man anymore. But they still have that same agreeable. They still have that same unagreeableness
Mm.
in them. But they they get longer hair, get the nails done, get a sex change, or they don't get a sex change, just get the boobs done. Say, this is what I am now. You can't say nothing else. They're gonna stand 10 toes in that, because they still have that testosterone. Maybe still there's some inch of it flowing somewhere that's gonna make them
Well, they're
stand
always
on
going to
it.
have testosterone. They're
Yeah,
always
they're
going to
all.
have that, but just to some lesser degrees or whatever.
Mhm.
But it's one of those things where you know the you don't
Hell,
you don't have transgender men leading, you know, a lot of these arguments and things of that nature. It's only transgender women
That is crazy.
because of the unagreeableness that men typically have.
So y'all really fighting for men at the end of the day. And so
Yeah,
at that point, it's like, okay, you fighting to be, because now that I think about it, I don't see a lot of trans men in the media or doing stuff that makes people question. Like you
yeah.
don't really see people
The only time you really see like a trans man is if they're in a relationship with a trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's typically the only time you ever see it, because it's like, well, this trans man is with this trans woman, and you know their gender roles are reversed, type of thing. You know,
Bro, that just low key blew my mind. I just thought about that shit. I was like, no, I never thought about the fact that everybody that's sitting here supporting and going crazy over trans, majority of times I see it is always trans women who obviously used to be a guy that transitioned, and now they're saying this, and now they're the forerunners of I'm a woman, and then you got women that are supporting them saying that is a woman, so and so and so. But they're going so hard to the point and getting you canceled. And the crazy part is they complain about men in society. And these are people who used to be men, who technically are still dudes at the forefront. And who knows? I put my tinfoil cap on this one. Who knows if this is a military thing? Because in the end of the day, a lot of things that happen undercover, like the war on drugs, all this stuff, put in certain communities and shit to make it seem like it's something that it's not. Imagine that was the same case with this.
Well, you think like population control?
Yeah,
like
it'd be
on some Gurren Lagann type shit.
Yeah, like you got folks that like you're like, do you want to have kids? Nah. Do you care if we switched you over? Not really. And then all of a sudden, you switch over. Now they got you at the forefront, in front of people, trying to compete in women's sports, trying to compete with women values, trying to stand in with other women, as if you know their struggles, and you definitely do not know whatever struggle that they're dealing with. But you can put on the perception that you have your own struggle because you're trans, and I have my own mental battles because of this, but I also have women battles. You don't have women battles.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I mean,
you might have
it
them
is
more
one of
now.
those things. It's one of those things where because of situations kind of like that, that's why they have the whole manosphere type thing. Yeah. Because they're trying to demasculate men and things like that by saying like things that make dudes are toxic. We should be more submissive. All these other things to lower, you know, dudes essentially. It's really weird behavior.
It's a very, very strange behavior, and it's very scary behavior, because if it got to the point, bringing it back to the Hogwarts J.K. Rowling thing, gets to the point where you're canceling a woman that inspired millions and maybe billions of women around the world to be writers and all that stuff. That's like how we heard your girl she was going crazy over J.K. Rowling in the car. She was so passionate.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you have millions of people that are you doing this for, and you're willing to sit here and counsel and try to take away the praise from a person who did more for you in the long run and paved the way for you than like what you're trying to do now. You're trying to take away a person's livelihood. Well, they've been trying to do this. They didn't succeed, of course. We got a Hogwarts video game, so
right. I mean, you know, it's the same thing like with Kylie. I mean,
Caitlyn Jenner.
Kendall. Yeah, that.
Said that.
That one. They looked at him as, you know, obviously he won like Woman of the Year, and he's an inspiration for like a lot of trans people and stuff like that. And when he was like, yeah, I don't support all of that transgender stuff, that shit gay. You know, he was like, I don't support all of that stuff, because all of that stuff is not true. You know, they turned on him, basically. There's somebody called him transphobic.
He's like,
they were just like, there was something where they were like, you know, disproves just because you're trans, that doesn't escape you from being transphobic. So, I mean, it's one of those things where like you're with them until you tell the truth.
Yeah.
And, like I said, a lot of these people live in their own delusion. And because they live in these delusions, then uh, we tell them that it's okay. It continues to make them think that what they're thinking is real. They take the small minute of people that are like, yeah, everything you're saying is true, and I agree with you, you
Right.
know, and they kind of make that their whole identity. And once you have to go against somebody's identity, they don't have anything else, so they get defensive because without that, they're nothing, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's why they try to weaponize it and try to talk shit to you and make you convert to their line of thinking. It's basically like the less physical uh what were the Crusaders.
Oh yeah, you
It's
talking
just
about
like they just
basically
not try to
when they
hurt
were
you.
nah they would nah they threat like they gonna do it.
They do. I mean, they're just like the Crusaders, because when you don't believe in what they believe in, they call you a witch. They
That's
try to
basically
burn. They go to Twitter to try to burn you at the stakes and ruin your life.
that's low key been the theme for recently. That's been a theme recently, as in
Mm.
like a couple bad eggs messed it up for the rest of them.
Yeah, I
Because
mean, it's one of those things where like that's kind of the downside of the internet, though,
mm-hmm.
because there's so much influence within the internet, and like with people kind of like showing where they work and stuff like that, having that in some of their stuff, like you have certain people that find that out, bring heat to your job, and they have to fire you because you're making their job look bad.
And that's the
Which I
crazy
think the people that do that are absolute pieces of shit. And like,
keyboard warriors.
yeah, I think they're absolute pieces of shit, and they're just bored. You have no life other than what you do on the internet to try to ruin somebody's life just because they don't agree with your subjective version of reality.
And the thing is, do you know how small that person's impact is on your life if you just don't care?
Yeah.
Like if
Uh,
it's a difference if this person was literally causing real deal harm. Like if that person was telling you that they want you to die because you chose to be something other than what you were. If they told you that this like so and so God's
like
gonna
if this
strike you down
person beat
right
your
now
ass, if this
on
person
me.
no, not even just telling somebody that, because like I watched a video explaining how like like being trans and being gay is a sin, but that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't necessarily mean that it's like you know it's not a sin in the way that like we think it's a
Yeah, I
sin.
know. Yeah, I was talking about from like somebody like
But
an ignorant person who would be
yeah,
on that.
no, I feel you.
Yeah,
But like, I feel like if they're not putting their hands on you, there's no reason for you to go to the extent that you go to, because they're not physically hurting you.
mm-hmm.
It's the internet. People hurt people's feelings all the fucking time.
Block
Get
them.
over it.
At, at
You
that
have a
point,
you have a
you got
block button. You can turn off your thing. There's multiple things that you can do that doesn't allow somebody who you don't even actually know, and you might not even know what they look like, to affect your mental state enough to where you have to go through all of these things.
mm-hmm.
It's weak minded behavior.
It's weak minded behavior, and it starts with these parents that aren't teaching their kids to have a backbone. And
But
like
that's because they never had one.
that is true. If you grew up without a backbone, you got a kid without a backbone, then somebody in that house gonna grow one because they're gonna get tired of it.
And hey, they might not.
They might not.
you
And
know, it,
it's gonna be a sad case. Sad
yeah,
world.
yeah. I mean, unless they try to convert everybody to not having backbones anymore. The
I
more,
mean, at that point, that's probably where it's gonna go. I feel like
I mean, sure,
that's the direction that the social, you can tell that by the media that's what they're leaning towards.
yeah,
They're the whole cancel culture, the whole you can't do this or whatever. Now you stepping on eggshells with content that you put out, and it gets a little dicey.
yeah. I mean, with with how things go, a lot of this stuff, like if you get the population to believe in the bullshit that you say, a truth can become a lie, regardless of if it's true or not. As long as you have enough people that believe in the lie, they can go against the truth by trying to like beat you in submission, basically.
Facts. And then shit. On that note, that means y'all need to be buying Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes, support what's her name, J.K. Rowling.
Support J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, pre-order or buy Hogwarts Legacy when it comes out. It is a decision-based game, partially, so you can do whatever you want. You can be good or evil. You get to learn all your little spells and all that
Whatever
stuff.
y'all want it to be in life. If you like, that's a good example. All those keyboard warriors who was like, you need to conform to this. Y'all can make anybody do what you want in Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, that's how you sell the game.
If you ever watched any of the Harry Potters and you were just like, why don't they do this? You can probably do it in this game.
Hit him with a little Wingardium Leviosa. What was it? Avada Kedavra.
Yeah, Avada Kedavra. Yeah, that. Because I don't know a lot about Harry Potter, so I'm a Star Wars guy.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ronald
Weasley.
So, and then ain't that like Aspecto
Patron. Hit him with
the Patron bottle.
Oh, me, I mean, if they make it online, just know
it's over.
Just know whatever they choose, whatever if they let me choose, I'm Team Gryffindor. But if they don't let me choose, y'all better be prepared for whatever comes. Because if I'm Slytherin, I'm the ops.
I'm gonna be. Which one is the cool one?
What do you mean? Well, I don't know. Everybody has a preference. I like.
All I know is what's it called? Hufflepuff. Them niggas suck. That's the
Ravenclaw.
And they're yellow, right?
Yeah, Hufflepuff is Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. I don't know if there's another one.
No, there's only 4. I know that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
So
Ravenclaw is the smart people, supposedly. That's like the studious, sneaky. I don't know. Slytherin.
Studious.
Studious, bro. Like they're like
that's the blue one, right? So that's the Crips.
That was purple.
Purple? No, I thought it was blue, red, yellow, and green.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what is it? The one with the lion is the red one, right?
Gryffindor.
Okay, so I'll probably be a blood.
I'll probably be a blood. What's green? Is that part? What is it? What is green?
What is green? I don't know the actual.
Slytherin.
Slytherin is green.
Slytherin.
I thought what you were talking about in gang terminology.
No, ain't that Vice Lord?
I think so. But I was just gonna say the Ballers. I was gonna say the Ballers.
You say the Ballers?
This is Grove Street.
Grove Street. Shit.
So yeah, no, I don't know if you can pick your house or not, or if they pick it for you. So I might re-roll until I get either Slytherin or the Gryffindor.
Just keep going in. They're just like, your personality just don't match, big dog. They're like, your personality just don't match. Make another character.
Because I want to learn dark magic. So I think I have to be a Slytherin to do that.
Oh, you gotta tell the world what you feel about Harry Potter before we head out on this episode.
Oh, what I feel about Harry Potter. Okay, so for all of the Harry Potter fans, if I might piss you off a little bit, so you might want to close your ears, but don't, because I just want you to know that J.K. Rowling, she might have been, a phenomenal writer or whatever, but she is so unoriginal in her writing that she had to steal from Star Wars. And you know what? And she didn't even make something that's as successful as Star Wars, actually. I've seen all Star Wars. Even the worst shit in Star Wars is better than the Harry Potter movies. Our story.
I'm fighting words.
Hey, our story is just better. Our characters are better. You know, our fits are better. You know, we do
Better
cool shit.
weapons,
Hey,
better worlds.
better weapons, more iconic. We better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all ain't messing with Star Wars. You know,
We got the Force. What do you have? Expecto Patronum.
y'all got lame ass magic,
Yeah.
and yeah, MC didn't even use no dark magic because he's a pussy.
I told this man he didn't use dark magic because he was different. Because he said, "Nah, I'm better." He said, "Nah, you gotta at
You
least
a
know what it
bitch,
feels like.
right?
You
You
got, you
gotta
got to
at
know a
least know a
feeling."
touch of the dark side, a
The
little
touch of
bit.
the dark side. My
Oh, not
voice.
only that, not even just that. Our main villain is far better than y'all bitch ass no nose Voldemort ass nigga. The nigga is so incompetent he couldn't even kill a baby. Fuck,
This man
there
right
couldn't be
here.
Darth Vader. Couldn't
He
be Darth
said,
Vader.
he said,
It
could be
could,
Darth Vader.
bro lost to a baby, a child. He didn't even need to
He
use
said,
it.
what did Darth Vader do? He killed the kids.
Right. He
He
killed
took him
kids
out.
before he was even Darth Vader.
He was him beforehand. He said,
Right.
"Look, I
Because
take
it's
out
not
my
even,
ops before they become my ops."
and the thing that's crazy is he tried to kill a baby with magic, right? Supposed to be one of the most powerful wizards or whatever. He who shall not be named, right? Probably because he lost to a fucking baby. He didn't want nobody to put his name
To
out
know
there.
that L that he took.
Right. Nigga, guns exist. Shoot the baby. Ain't no magic. Ain't no magic. Protect. That is the downfall of Harry Potter. If they use guns, all of them motherfuckers
That's the
die.
downfall. No, we be real. That's the downfall. A lot of these shows they use guns. Fuck around and use the gun. Use
Star
guns.
Wars, hell nah.
Nah, nigga,
Freeze
you
that in
have
place.
regular bullets that you just
No,
couldn't.
because
I mean, well,
because
if he can feel
if
a
you have,
sniper,
huh,
if he can feel well, the force might. If you from a
bro,
distance, you like, I'm gonna snipe his ass.
he stopped a they stopped a blaster from a ship. He held it in place and walked away. And
Oh, I do
it
remember that. He was.
what is a bullet gonna do? And he did it with no effort. He stopped it and he was just like, "You really thought?" And then he left.
All I'm gonna say is Team Gryffindor. Fuck you, me. I get to choose and still be a wizard. I don't have to rely on the force, and I want to be in balance. So I'm there. So good and evil always got to be here. No one can ever get over on the other.
No, I mean, I just want to know dark magic. I just want to know what they are.
I
Like,
just want to know. I want to know. It's just he's
because
like, come in here,
the
sacrifice is right.
thing is, right? They don't have anybody in Harry Potter that knows dark magic that is also good. You know who does? Star Wars. Because and we also have the baddest motherfucker out there, Mace Windu. Fuck you talking about Samuel
Mister.
Jackson, purple lightsaber, dark side of the force, and he's still a Jedi. The nigga was a jack of all trades. Who do you have
He does it
in Harry
all.
Potter? Nobody.
We
The only
have
thing that you have is a loser that looks like a lame ass Yoda called Dobby. Oh, you gave Dobby a sock, bitch ass nigga. Nobody cares.
all we have is a little white boy with a scar on his forehead.
With some lame ass glasses. Actually, I'm
Lame
not gonna
ass
lie. I
accent.
actually like his glasses.
I do like the glasses. They're quite nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disrespect the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, But everybody else, they suck.
It's
Uh,
just him. Out of
that's
everybody, he's like everybody else in your show, everybody else in your movies, your books suck. You suck
you suck just a little bit,
just a
but you
little bit.
but you still better than the most of them. The
Like we give
redhead
you
boy.
give you one of them sticks, you him.
What's the deal with the red hair?
Ronald Weasley.
Yeah, lame ass nigga, lame ass name, lame ass fit. Don't care about you. The girl that was like Olivia saw, you can go Olivia suck this dick because you suck.
Well, you'll suck this dick. And on that note, whatever you guys are listening on, we appreciate y'all.
I just wait before we end it off. Please, regardless of anything I said, just know it's all true. But please go support Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy, because you know what, we gonna talk shit, but we still gonna play the game.
Exactly. I'm still gonna have fun with that.
And I may have not read all the books, but I've seen all the movies.
I haven't read any of the books. I've seen some of the movies.
So this
and
man
I'm gonna play the game.
So when we give y'all our review on Hogwarts Legacy, you're gonna get it from a fan standpoint who has not read the books and watched the movies. You're gonna get it from a standpoint of a person who's not a fan at all. And it's like, you know, and it'll be completely hilarious. I come back, I'm like, yeah, the game's all right. You're like, this game is fantastic. What are you talking about? I've watched all the movies now just so I know what the fuck is going
Oh
on,
no, I'm not
even
gonna
though it
put
has
myself
no
through watching
reason.
those movies, bro. Like, I don't know if I can do that, but
Look,
hey,
hey, you can watch all the Marvel movies. You can watch this. You can watch them.
don't disrespect Marvel like that.
It was my Marvel before they started having the MCU. It was my MCU.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's low key. Low key. Harry Potter had like from start to finish, things were tying in, and it was pretty good. Some movies weren't as good as others, of course, but like that's just how it
Bro,
is.
I can't name you a single thing that happened in any of the Harry Potter movies other than the chessboard and my favorite one that's Goblet of Fire, and that's it. And I think that's like the third one.
That one was on down. I think I don't remember. I don't remember the. I don't. I remember watching them in
The
the movies.
Goblet
I
of
was
Fire?
young.
The Goblet of Fire was like the third one, I think.
Was that middle school, elementary school?
Middle, I think.
I I don't know. I gotta go
I don't
back
know.
and look at them
Anything.
anyway.
Oh, and I also remember a really white room scene where it's like super bright. There's a shining light and something that looks like a nasty little baby thing. Uh, and I only
You just,
remember that. I
Harry
remember
Potter
that
sound like a
because,
fever dream for you.
bro,
So it sound like
the,
you
the
get
only
bits and
reason
pieces.
the only reason I remember that is because I went to somebody's birthday party when I was a kid, and we went to see it at the movie theater. I didn't pay attention to the entirety of the movie. I
Man,
don't know
looked
what
over and was just
happened,
getting. He was just getting traumatized left and right by the
bro. The
scenes.
only no, I fell asleep. I fell asleep,
You woke up to
and I
whiteness.
woke up to the brightest light. I thought I was in heaven. I thought I died in my sleep.
Nigga almost died.
It lit up the entire movie theater. I thought I was dead.
Woke
That's
up.
my experience with Harry Potter.
A fever dream. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Shit,
But no, go support Hogwarts Legacy.
Go support Hogwarts Legacy. All that good stuff. Think with your brain. You have your own opinions on things.
Yeah. Hey, regardless of what people say, if it's the truth, don't go back on your word.
Facts. And shoot, yep. And I can go back into that little outro. 5 stars everywhere you're listening to. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let us know how you feel about Hogwarts Legacy. Let us know how you feel about J.K. Rowling. Start the conversation up. Y'all want to get toxic? Get toxic. I might not be there, but Derek might be there.
Hey, I might be there for it. Also go support Forspoken. The demo is free.
Oh yeah.
Go try it out. It's a free demo. Don't listen to what the people say online. Try it out for yourself. Determine for yourself. Think for yourself. And if you're down with the get down, go ahead, subscribe.